said, open your eyes? What if they said, it's time to rejoin the circle of life? This is where you wake up, live up.
There's a situation coming up in 2010. I want you to be alert for it. All over the world you'll hear cries to say that this country or that person who represents that country is the enemy for this or that reason. Almost all of it, not all, but almost all of it, will have to do with some other agenda. Meaning that not just the people, your friends, people at the bus stop, all right? But people who are speaking politically. They're being encouraged by some of their constituents, granted, and perhaps others, to raise a hue and cry against this or that country, or this or that representative of that country, or even this or that spokesperson associated with a country or a culture. And a lot of these agendas are old agendas that come under the heading loosely of, if we can just get rid of these people, that country, that person, everything's going to be better. But you know, that's the stuff that makes up history books. And it's not the sort of history you would want to personally participate in. I can assure you of that. What really is going on, though it may not be at all obvious, is unification. Now, those of you who are a little younger have a little more clarity about these things. Oh, yes. You may not be historians, granted, but you don't need to be. Because many of you recognize the heart, soul, and spirit in others. And it doesn't matter what religion they are, what country they're from, or what culture. It's all about heart. What you're going to do and what you're going to see in 2010, 11, and 2012 is a strong desire by more and more people to look at other people on the basis of heart and on the basis of equal heart, meaning your heart and my heart are the same. Oh, granted, they're in different bodies, but we all are so much more alike than we are different. I want those of you who are really young, especially 18 or younger, to pay attention to these things and don't get caught up in situations where you're being turned into a mob. I cannot begin to elaborate enough on the conflicts, battles, suffering, and wars that got started with a mob. Some of you have had unpleasant moments of either being accosted by a mob or, almost as unpleasant, being a part of a mob and looking back at it later and saying, what was I thinking? How could I have participated in that? And you spend the rest of your life either rationalizing what you did or trying to forget it. There's going to be a lot of seduction towards becoming part of some kind of mob and saying, he did it, she did it, they did it, over the next 2 to 3 years. At the same time, there will be a strong experience in each and every one of your hearts. And I'm not just talking about the people that look at these videos. I'm talking about in general. And you will find that you will see, even just glancing in other people's eyes for a moment, or in the eyes of those whom you know, and our friends or loved ones, that the next 3 years are entirely about heart. So, it's okay to look askance on rallying cries that try to turn you into a mob, and rather look at all beings and all people as potential friends. Good life.
We are the magic. It's all